Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we're taking a look at the all-new Italian accuracy commander, Angelo Iacchino. Basically, long story short, I think he's the best accuracy commander in the game. Not just for the Italians, but full period, bar none. He is just the best. He combines accuracy and survivability, which is incredible. I absolutely love it. And let's be clear, he is definitely better than the paid option of Zerlane Latorio. Period. Like he's absolutely fantastic. If you don't know what his shtick is, well, his base trait is going to boost your shell grouping when firing at certain ships. Basically, it's going to be higher for cruisers and then a little bit lower for destroyers and battleships. Then he has two unique survivability traits. The first one is the fourth slot one. It's going to boost the duration of the repair party and damage control party when they are both activated at the same time. And then the legendary skill is going to reduce incoming damage from everything when repair parties are active, and it gives you an extra repair party charge. So yeah, it's pretty fantastic. So we are here on Trident. Our goal is to take up position at that island right there. Early on, we did have that champagne really push in, but you're going to see us use that not the legendary skill, but that third trait skill right here, where we activate both the repair party and we activate our damage control party. That's going to boost the repair party from 28 seconds up to 31 seconds. For an idea, that's going to boost the amount of heals we get from 9,128 from this repair party all the way up to 10,106. And oh, did you see those shots we just took on the Miyoko? Yeah. This commander gets a boost when aiming at cruisers, which means you are absolutely lethal to cruisers. Not to mention the grouping is Mamma Mia perfect, baby. Like look at that Miyoko. No more. We're able to start pushing into this cap. Thankfully, our team was able to take out that champagne that's behind us, and we're gonna nice and gingerly come on into the cap. We're kind of putting our nose out there. We know there are still two enemy destroyers out on the enemy team. We don't want to volunteer ourselves into torpedoes because we are one of the most forward ships on our team at this moment, but we'll do what we can. Zara pops its nose out, and well, we don't get the best shot, but we still get a Citadel on it, and well, we're going to continue to turn our guns. We couldn't hit that Caracciolo, but he does appear to be kind of pushing forward, so we'll keep an eye on him. If he decides to come broadside through that gap right there, we will absolutely take our shot, and that looks like what he's doing right here. We're going to go ahead and just chill. We want to go ahead and cap this center point right here. Caracciolo coming out broadside, and well, we'll go ahead and take half his health, and we're up to 82,000 damage already. Secondaries start to go off. Of course, we are in the Roma. We don't get the SAP secondaries, sad face. And this is one of the downsides, I think, to Angelo Iacchino. I still think for at least the higher tier Italian battleships, it is still worth it to build into the secondaries, or at least that's how I want to play them, and that's how I'm going to play them. So unfortunately, I think Angelo is kind of tagged just to my premiums, and maybe the lower tier ones. I haven't done too much testing down there, but I think my go-to on this is we're probably just gonna go ahead and stick him on the premiums. But when he works, look at that. He absolutely works. Pick up another Citadel right there. Shout out to the Benson player right here. He's playing this very smart. He's keeping an eye on when we are using our guns, and that's when he's choosing to open up. We have this shot on the Alabama. We go ahead, take the shot. Torpedoes coming in from someone. Thankfully, they run out of steam just in time. Anyways, we take our shot at Alabama, and watch what happens. As soon as we take our shot from Alabama, Benson is here chiming in. He knows he has a window, and good on him for keeping an eye out. It's very smart on him to take advantage of our long reload time. Of course, we could try to take our shots at that Benson, but Alabama, well, he's a much more favorable angle to us, and if we can push in up here, we should be able to get a nice crossfire that our team currently isn't able to enjoy. We get a nice Citadel and the high cal here on that Alabama. We are tentatively pushing in just because we don't know what that Benson is doing, right? As of right now, it looks like he is kind of pushing into C, but we don't know if we know he's a smart cookie, right? We've already seen that. Uh, we don't know if he's going to continue to push into C or he's going to double back and try to do a torp run on us. So we do want to be cautious. We're still the most forward ship of our team right now, and we're trying to kind of decide what we want to do once we get this cap. We finally get this cap after a long time, and part of me goes, okay, do we hook around down, try to wrap up that one battleship, because it's been taking our team a good chunk of time to try to eliminate that one last battleship down that's isolated, and do we want to kind of clear that flank and then sweep back in? I think that's an option, but we're also kind of paranoid of this Benson because we know he's out there, he's lurking, he's going to be doing something. So we're also keeping an eye on the Alabama. As that happens, Chuck Martin takes out the Colorado, that one battleship down there. So now it is just open season on the remaining 3 ships in the game. And, well, we're going to try to start to engage the Alabama. So while all of this occurs, let's go ahead and talk about Angelo. Like I said, I think he is fantastic. The addition of the survivability skills is simply incredible. I like, legitimately, I wish I had him for all of my accuracy based commanders. He is fantastic. I love the idea of, hey, if you're gonna burn your damage con and your repair party at the same time, you're gonna get a buff to those, and then additionally being able to pick up another charge of your repair party, and also decrease damage while it's coming in. It makes those skills somewhat an active playstyle where you're like, oh, I'm about to get hit hard, or oh, those torpedoes are coming in. Let me pop the damage control party, reduce the damage down. You can reduce it by up to 20%. Like, as far as there has been a very much a sort of sentiment in the community, I feel like, of going against Will to Rebuild as of late, and I think Testudo, which is that legendary skill, is providing a legitimate alternative to Will to Rebuild. Now, you could, in theory, combine Will to Rebuild with that third perk slot to get an incredible heal, because of course Will to Rebuild gives you about a 10 to 15%-ish buff to the overall amount of health heals that you get, amount of points that you get back, and then increase that by a further 11 to 15%, and you could get an incredibly tanky battleship if that is the way you want to run it. Personally, as someone who doesn't run divisions all that often, I think the Testudo perk of, you know what, you get an extra heal, and you're gonna go ahead and be able to reduce the damage is simply fantastic, because while that extra percentage, that extra like 10-ish%, 10-15% you get by running Will to Rebuild, it won't come close to the addition of a whole nother heal, right? A whole nother heal is 10,000-ish hit points, which, is a fairly substantial amount of points of health that you can get back, assuming you can stay alive to use it. And I think that's the other thing that this commander is incentivizing, right? He's incentivizing staying alive. A lot of times the brawler commanders, you feel like, while yes, they give you a ton of heals, you also see the player base a lot of time kind of not be too incentivized to stay a long time, to be able to stick around to use all of those heals. But with this, you have both the playstyle of a little bit further in the back line sort of ship that is able to hit its shots, but combined with all of those heals. So it makes, it's a peanut butter and jelly sort of marriage right there. And, I, for one, am super excited. Like I said before, am I going to run him on all of my Italian ships? Sadly, no. I think the secondary battery boost is just too hard to let go to get the range. Like, even you could technically build him for some additional secondary range, but I I went with that full accuracy build with Sharni and Cunningham, and that's kind of how I'm going to end up sticking with it. So yeah, guys, we're up to 4 kills. Sadly, we are not going to get the Kraken. We whiffed the last shot. The team is able to clean them up, and we end the game with what is, I would say, a pretty good score of 3,449 XP. And guys, if you like the video, go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.